Now, I'm basically done setting up for Elite. I've got it up and running. I've been getting my feet wet, basically. I've been playing it for a couple of days. I can't tell you enough how much I love the game. I've never been so immersed in any game, so I'm really impressed with everything. More so even with the fact that the hardware that I got, which isn't like top of the line, but it runs very well, actually. I'm very happy. And I just thought I'd tell you about what I got exactly, so that you can have like an idea of what it takes to play Elite. Now, the motherboard I already showed in a previous video, which is the Asus M5A78L-M some motherboard. It has DDR3 memory, which is you know, it says something about how fast it is, but that's not very specific for any main board, I suppose. What is important, I guess, is the CPU. It's an AMD Bulldozer fx4100 quad-core 3.6 gigahertz. Now that's above the minimum specs for Elite, and actually Elite doesn't have specs that high. So, but you can look them up on the site and compare your machine. Now the graphics card is important as well. I have an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 550 Ti, which is a mouthful, but it's not the newest or the fastest card. When you buy an NVIDIA card, you have the NVIDIA Experience software that basically scans your drive for games and then tries to set it up with the optimal settings for that game. And it told me that my system can run the optimal settings. Oh, the quality of this is very bad. Anyway, I also have DayZ on this system, and that couldn't do that. So I can't run that on the optimal settings. Also, what is important, if you want to play this game properly, you need something like this. Yeah, I have you need a flight stick, and what you need is called HOTAS, hands-on throttle and stick. So it's a joystick, basically a flight stick with a throttle portion and a stick portion, which you probably well this is it. Now, you can spend more money on a stick than you can on a PC. So I didn't do that. I bought this for 25 bucks second hand, and it's the Thrustmaster T-Flight HOTAS X. You can go online and find the setup, the bindings for the stick, and you can just load that into Elite and you'll have all the settings. Now this is Commander Crab's setup. He's just a player who decided to share his setup with everyone. He has this stick as well, so and I have this with me because you know, there's so many functions that you have to really you know, I have to cheat. I have a cheat sheet, otherwise I kill the wrong people. So basically that is it. I did buy a screen that is a little bit bigger because I had a screen that this is the one Mark got me, just a normal size aspect ratio screen, and this is a widescreen version. Again, I didn't pay much for it. It's not top quality, but it plays the game and it plays it well. You know, the immersion is complete, and up till now I've been trading. I've just bought my my new ship. This video, actually, I'm putting it at the end of this video so you can have a better look at it. there's a big surprise at the end of this, and it shows my endless stupidity, but it's also a learning curve. So you know, I learned something. I learned two things that I shouldn't. Oh well, you'll see. But I also learned how to record this stuff. So I should be able to do some gameplays. The quality isn't perfect, but I'll see what happens. I can always pump it up or do something to it in future recordings. But this is it. This is my setup. I've told you what I have. I told you what I run. I'm very excited about this game. I've been telling people about it. It's amazing. It's graphically amazing. The sound design is awesome. It's an open world game. Don't be afraid that it's multiplayer, because it is an online game, but that is because the whole galaxy, there are 400 billion star systems in this game, and that is all on the server. So the game needs a connection with the internet, but you can play solo play, which means that there will be NPCs, you know, AI ships, but there won't be players. You can also choose to play in a friend group. You know, you can make a group of friends and only meet them. You'll have to get together, but space is so big that can actually take some time before you are together. But it is, you can play the single player. You can trade. You can mine. You can fight. You can bounty hunt. You can explore. You can do anything you like. So. Check it out. Check out the videos. There are tons of videos on this game. If you're into this space sim, open world kind of thing, then it is. I'm excited. But I've told you that. I'm gonna leave it here. I don't want to ruin the surprise here. And I will see you next time, and maybe in a game playing video. We'll see. Bye. Okay. So this is not supposed to be a tutorial or anything like that. I just want to show you guys, you know, if you're really new to Elite and you watch my channel, then I'm just going to show you around. So this is basically where you start every time that you play. You start inside a space station or an orbital. The space station don't always look like this. There's a lot of information. I'm in the ship down to the right. You can see my ship. It's a Sidewinder. That is the ship that you get when you start playing. Now, it doesn't hold much cargo. It's not very fast. It doesn't have many places to put weapons, and I'm just using it to haul cargo, so I don't even have any weapons. I don't have any shields. But what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna show you a launch, show you how I take off from the space station, fly around a bit. To the left you can see the shape of the space station actually that I'm in, and that actually matches the shape of the space station the way it was in the original game. So we're gonna launch. I press launch and the system is gonna take me out. It's gonna put me on a launch pad and it's gonna release my engines, and you'll see the inside of the space station.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
I can't look behind me now, so...
Landing gear retracted.
I'm not very handy with this, so please there we go. We're outside. You see another ship there.
Scan detected.
That usually happens every time when you enter or leave a space station without any precautions, you are scanned either by security vessels or by the space station itself. Now, all these stars that you see are actually systems that you can visit. There are 400 billion stars, and each star has or may not have planets. It depends on where you are. I'm just gonna loop around so you can get a look at the space station. And that's it. It's floating around. When I target it, you can see that I am now 8 kilometers away from it. It's called Fozard Ring, and it's one of the many systems. There aren't any other things that I can target, probably. Well, nothing's hostile anyway. So this is basically it. You can fly around, and you can see it's pretty smooth actually. Go forward. I can actually go into frame shift drive, which is the way to get to other planets. I can boost my engine.
Flight assist off.
Turn flight assist off, which will give me a Newtonian movement, and which will allow me to actually point my ship at whatever I'm passing. My ship won't stop moving unless I apply a force in the other direction.
Flight assist on.
This is the space station. Looks pretty dramatic, doesn't it? I can show you a little bit as we inspect the space station a little bit better. I can show you the map. This is the system map. So this is the map of the system I'm actually in right now. I think it's a little. You can see it has a sun and it has a couple of planets. It has one of these cool, I don't know what kind of planet this is, Kinaga, a high metal content planet. There's information about anything and everything in here. There's an asteroid belt here that you can mine from. There are other kinds of space stations where you land on the outside. There's all kinds of information on these systems there. It's a very, very immersive and very I'm looking for the word. There's so much to say about this game, about the political factions. If I go down the list here, the Crimson Crew is like the leading faction here. It's an anarchy government. They're independent in allegiance. There's a couple of options here. You can either be Empire or Federation. And the other one, which I just can't think of right now. You can tell what they sell, what they make, or what their trade situation is like. They export narcotics. Well, that has something to do with the fact that they're an anarchy government, I suppose. But toxic waste is prohibited. So that is. Oh, we've lost contact with our spaceship, with our space station. Oh, there it is. I should target it better. I can also show you a little bit about the galaxy map. Now, this is what the map looks like. This is where I am now. I'm now in the Kinago system. I can pull up the same system information here. I can zoom out, and you can see that all the routes that are indicated here, they show how many light years the other systems are, and each system has planets. Well, not every system has planets, but most systems have planets. And I can zoom out, and as you can see, as I zoom out, the map just grows and grows and grows. And I'm just really, really small. And if I zoom out all the way, then this is the galaxy, and this is where I am. And I can visit each and every one of these. This would probably take a lifetime more to visit everything. So it's really huge.
Hull integrity critical.
Yep, ship destroyed. Shit. Well, that's nice. Fuck. I don't even know what to do now. I can buy another Sidewinder. Rebuy your old ship, load out, reduce cost, take a basic Sidewinder for free. No, oh, this is so stupid. I was too close to the station, I just banged into it. Now I have to... I want to buy my old loadouts. No, I don't. I really wanted to buy another ship anyway. I mean, this is my balance. I have 154,000 credits, so I wanted to buy a hauler anyway. So I was gonna dump this, hoping I'd get a little bit of money, but I threw that away. So I'm gonna declare bankruptcy. I don't know what that means. We buy all now. Oh, wait, I'll take a Sidewinder for free. I wonder what the better option would be. To actually get the Sidewinder and sell that? Oh, I'm gonna... Oh. We buy all. Fuel scoop and the cargo rack. Let's just do that. Let's just do that. I don't know what happens if I declare bankruptcy. If that means I lose everything. Okay, I'll confirm. Jesus, I'm so stupid. Well, you know, it's that happens. God damn it. Well, and we're back where we started. Do I have my cargo? No, my cargo is gone. Okay. Well, whatever. Whatever. See, well, this is what happens when you do something stupid like I did, is that you just return back to your